and the round sides. I start running towards the bin. Logan puts his sword in front and says to himself, "It's coming. Violent blood blade." I attack, and I hit my blade on Logan. Logan stops my blade with his sword and utters, "Oh, it indeed is very powerful." Logan's sword and my blade collided to each other, and swirls of fire come out. I stretch my blade back. Logan smiles and says to himself, "But the thing is, found him. He fell into his trap." Logan is smiling like a devil. He starts trembling. He says to himself, after he reads the violent blood blade, he is going to be so helpless, and victory will be his. I again attack, and hit my head on Logan. Logan again stops my blade with his sword. Logan says to himself, "Found him's blade is pretty good, but his sword is also broken." Logan utters, "The second blade is much stronger." Both of our weapons again collide with each other, and swirls of fire come out. Logan imagines when I was sitting on my knees in the fighting arena. Logan says to me in his mind, "The three slashes are all very powerful, but they use all 200 blood chi that I have." I jump in the air, my eyes turn red, and vitality is emitted from my blade. I am going to hit a third blade on Logan. Logan says to himself, "Now he has to do the third and last blade." I hit the third blade on Logan. Logan's eyes turn white. He again stopped my blade with his sword. A lot of vitality and swirls of fire inside the weapon. Logan says to me in his mind, "Now I am dead meat." Logan attacks me with his sword. A lot of vitality emits from the sword. Me and my blade fall in the air. I jump to the ground. I am on the verge of fighting. I took out a green pill from my pocket. I am holding a green pill in my hands. Logan runs towards me, loudly saying, "Found him, don't eat pills." I am opening the pills, and Logan is running towards me, loudly saying to me, "Just hurry and surrender." He has already exhausted all of my blood and chi. Victory is his. Logan stands in front of me. He raises his hands to grab me. Logan gives a satanic smile and says to me, "This situation I am in right now is called tired wings can't fly." Wings appear on my back. Logan clenches his teeth and throws his arms to grab me, but I disappear. I am flying in the air holding a pill in my hand, and Logan is standing down with his folded arms. Logan looks behind him. He gets shot. His mouth fell open, and he says, "What?" I said to Logan, "Since he is telling me to fly, then fly," I shout. My feet appear in the air. I am flying in the air, and Logan is standing on the ground and looking at me. Junmei looks at me and suspiciously says, "Found King can actually fly?" Fu Changming says, "Found King broke into stationary air round." Yo, John Kong Jin seems better as a stationary air round. I put the pill in my mouth, and I said to Logan, "He actually tried to outsmart me." I outsmarted him. I straighten my body, and I start coming down at a fast speed. I fall from the air, and I hit a kick on the chest of Logan. Blood came out of the mouth of Logan, and he smashed into the ground. Junmei announces that the martial university wins. Junmei announces that now that they will be the first ever national martial student competition. Earlier, weekly little competition has been. I appear on the computer screen. Junmei's voice comes out from the screen. He says that martial universities found him use a violent raging blade between 8 school alliances. Shen Hongwei found him to be considered the competition's dark horse, having defeated 3 people consecutively, yet he couldn't get scratched. 5 people appear to be watching the live streaming of the sparring competition. One guy says, "Isn't that no fun, son?" The guy who is sitting in front of the computer laughs and says, "Then Nanjiang City will be famous." One guy says the martial university team is so powerful. My father found him, appears astonished. He says, "King King is actually so strong." And the rest appears. Repeat. I defeated all the candidates from the Evil Alliance. Shuade says, "Fu Changming, it's completely unlike how the Jin University fought in the morning. Fang King fought 3 times, yet his skills are still unscathed." Fu Changming clenches his hand and says to Fang King, "They all know how strong he is. Just come down and let them try." Cao Lei appears behind me. He is packing his bag. He says, "Maybe he doesn't have a chance to go upstage." I am standing in the fighting arena, and I open the zip of my jacket. Looking at my plate. I said to myself, national sparring competition is going. If this continues, then the name Fang King will be famous nationwide. The audience is cheering me. They are saying, "Fang King Napa, Martial University is unstoppable, and good luck, Fang King." Junmei announces the 4th round. Martial University Fang King versus 8 School Alliance Chang Jin Dong. I look at Chang Jin. My eyes start shining. I smile, and I said to myself, "What a chance to be famous." I jump in the air to attack Chang Jin. I said to myself, "Of course I have to use it wisely." Vitality starts emitting from my body. I hit my blade on Chang Jin, but Chang Jin jumps and moves away. My blade slams on the ground, and a wild red light comes out. I look at Chang Jin and calmly said, "Don't run, please." Chang Jin is running on the ground, and I am running behind him in the air. Fu Changming's mouth and eyes fell open, and he astonishingly said, "Is he done with warm-ups?" That slash earlier carried almost 100 blood chi. Shuane suspiciously said, "Stationary air round, get through." The gap between Fang King and her is too large. Tang Feng is standing behind Fu Changming and Shuane. Tang Feng thinks in his mind that blade strength is all he is on the ground. Chasing in the air is the same as chilling on the ground. Tang Feng gets angry. He says to Tang Feng gets angry. He says to himself, "Fang King, he was just fucking wasting blood chi." I am standing in the fighting arena, holding my blade, and I raise my hand. Zhang Jin is lying behind me on the floor. Blood is coming from his stomach, and 2 people are holding him to put him on the stretcher. Junmei is standing behind me. He loudly says, "Martial University wins." Junmei asks me, "Am I still going to fight?" I held my head and said I will stop. I have used up all of the pills on hand. I walk out of the fighting arena. I enter the gymnasium. Fu Changming loudly calls me Big Red Fang and says to me, "I have finally decided to stop." Shuane is walking towards me. Fu Changming throws his hand in front of me and says to me, "The rest of the 8 School Alliance, he will take care of us. Just rest." I said to Fu Changming, "You better be careful. Don't go and lose our Martial University space." Fu Changming starts walking towards the fighting arena. He raises his hand in the air. I look behind me at Fu Changming. And I think in my mind, choosing to get out back to the floor can not only give me a chance to go up, which also saved me 8 School Alliance space. It would be very shameful to be bitten by one person, but it also allowed me to show my strength. I clench my hands, I smile, and I said to myself, 3 birds, 1 stone. I am such a huge genius. Someone calls my name Fang Yin. I turn around. Tang Feng appears to be standing with me. Tang Feng says to me, "The first round was pretty good. If I keep wasting blood in it's something that shouldn't happen. If I continue to do this, then the school's pillar should be completely reset. I am holding pills in my hand. I said to Tang, that's right, Instructor Tang, I have already eaten them all. The school prepared 5 rank 1 pills for each member. It's not even enough. I folded my hand in front of Tang, and I calmly said to him, if I have fought for by myself, on my hard work, can you give me 15 more pills? I am standing with Tang like a small family. I work. Tang gets angry. He shouts, 15 pills? The line means too much. Shuren is looking at me in a sympathetic way. Shuren thinks in her mind, speaking of that, Bang Pi's family isn't as good as theirs. His parents are normal citizens. It's all his hard work and determination that got him here. Shuren closes her eyes and says to herself, and he got pride for their team in just the early rounds. It indeed is a great job. I run towards Shuren, and I stand in front of her in a blink of an eye. I start scratching my hand, and I happily say to Shuren, oh Shuren, I saw she didn't fight on stage. Why don't you give me her extra pills? Shuren says to herself, that sympathy earlier was wrong. Someone loudly says, Bang Ping, you should stop. I clench my teeth, and I look behind me. Ping Feng is standing with his face on the other side. He looks behind me.
水で来てるハイランドを99%オフで買う方法を知ってますか？例えば、このフォールシップのスーツは、定価が25万なんですけど、23円で買えましたし、
Hi, the English says to me, I have to go and register for 5 rank 1 pills at the logistics department. He doesn't want to bargain with me. Veins of Feng Feng's head come out. He is angry. He says to me, the competition later on. I have to just wait in line. I close my eyes and said in my mind, Fu Changbing appears injured. Scars appear on his face, and he is holding his weapon with 2 hands. Fu Changbing is trembling because of his weakness. Fu Changbing utters Fu1. Fu Changbing falls on the bench. I am standing close to Fu Changbing. Fu Changbing says to me, let him ask me, why did it seem so easy to win for me, yet here he is winning so tired? Fu Changbing's face is lying on the bench. His eyes are closed. He says to me, he suffered so many injuries fighting in schools. What is he going to say about Jin University? I sit on the bench with Fu Changbing. I pat my hand on Fu Changbing's back. Fu Changbing screams with pain. I said, it's alright. Fu Changbing looks at me. I suspiciously said to Fu Changbing, Bang Ping, I am here. If we fight Jin Universities, it's a free win. Today is January 11th, and this is the Martial Arts University Gymnasium. Jinbei announces, next up, they will have the 4th stage of the national sparring competition. Martial University versus Jinbei University. First round, Martial University. Zhao Xiaomei versus Jinbei University. Wei Shu Jia Xiaomei looks behind and thumbs up. Fu Changbing says, good luck, Xiaomei. Yang Xiaomei says, Martial University will win. I am standing behind Fu Changbing. Fu Changbing smiles and closes his eyes. He shows his finger and confidently says, Wei Shu Jia fought previously, but lost after 2 moves against the Martial Alliance. Even Xiaomei will definitely win. I think in my mind, the opponent can't even compare to Xiaomei, yet I can't even fight. I am standing on the stairs behind my teammates. Fu Changbing is sitting on the stairs and drinking water. Yang Xiaomei and Xiaomei are also sitting on the stairs. Xiaomei is reading something. Bai Rushi is standing in front of my team. Bai Rushi is holding a page in her hand, and she says to us, today is the 2nd day of the competition. The Martial Alliance won against the Ink School Alliance in the morning. We will face the Jinbei University in the afternoon. If we win against the Jinbei University, then we will be in the finals. The school's instructors and administrators decided the people who are going to fight in the afternoon on. I start coming down on the stairs. Hang Songting is wiping his head with a towel. Fu Changbing, Xiaomei, and Yang Xiaoman are sitting on the stairs. Bai Rushi announces the names, Zhao Xiaomei, Fu Changbing, Yang Xiaoman, Tang Songting, and Bang Ping as backups. I smiled after hearing my name. I grabbed my head and said the school actually used me as backup. So frustrating. Wei Shu Jia appears. He is a rank 1 peak martial artist. Wei Shu becomes angry. He clenches his teeth and says, so frustrating. His opponent actually isn't Bang Ping. Xiaomei is standing in front of Wei Shu in the fight arena. Wei Shu says, Zhao Xiaomei. Was it an initial stage one martial artist with only 1 bone before? He didn't think Martial University would send such a weakling for the first fight. Initial sounds better than beginner. Xiaomei is listening to the words of Wei Shu. Wei Shu says, and also, woman, she can't even fit to be a shield for Bang Ping. Fu Changbing, in a disappointing manner. Fu Changbing, in a disappointing manner, says, Wei Shu Jia's strength isn't strong at all. Why is he underestimating Xiaomei so much? Yang Xiaomei, standing behind Fu Changbing, fiercely says, what about woman? Their Xiaomei isn't weaker than him. I'm standing behind him and I am drinking water. I take my mouth out of the bottle and I utter, I don't need someone to shield me. Xiaomei is holding a spear in her hand, and she confidently says to Wei Shu, shield or no shield, his opponent is her. Jinbei announces the round stop. Xiaomei starts running towards Wei Shu, and Wei Shu starts running towards Xiaomei. Wei Shu clenched his teeth and smiled. Xiaomei and Wei Shu attack each other with their spears. Both of their spears collide into each other, and slowly flying come out. I keep flowing out. Xiaomei and Wei Shu's spears are colliding to each other. Xiaomei opens her eyes. She stops running and says to herself, Ansu and other Jinbei University students are watching the fight. Ansu says that Martial University wants to fight them. They all should wait 800 more years. Wang Xiang says that women from Martial University is weak as hell. A golden-haired boy from Jinbei University's team folds his arms back and arrogantly says, oh, Wei only needs 3 attacks. I remember the previous fight with Wei Shu Jia in my mind. I said to myself, Wei Shu Jia only used around 30 blood chi during the fight before, but the attack was around 50 blood chi. He was hiding his strength. Yang Xiaoman and Fu Changbing are fiercely shouting behind me. Yang Xiaoman fiercely says, don't celebrate too early. Xiaomei is very powerful. Wei Shu Jia stretches his spear back and says to Xiaomei, she finally understands how weak she is. Wei Shu again hits his spear on Xiaomei's spear and says, pretty good, take 2 more sticks. Xiaomei is running towards Wei Shu Jia. Wei Shu Jia raises his spear in the air. Xiaomei clenches her teeth and hits her spear on the spear of Wei Shu. Vitality is emitting from the Wei Shu spear. The bones of the hands with which Xiaomei is holding her spear start breaking. Xiaomei releases the spear from her hand, and her spear falls to the ground. Wei Shu stretches his spear back and says to Xiaomei, she is too weak. Wei Shu hits his spear on Xiaomei. Vitality is emitting from the spear of Wei Shu. Shione falls into the air, and blood comes out of her mouth. Shione falls far away on the ground. Shione is sitting on the ground. Wei Shu walks towards Shione, releases his spears, and says to Shione, was that all she was capable of? He guesses Marshall University really doesn't have any strategy. Wei Shu grabs the arm of Shione. Shione is looking at Wei Shu. Blood is coming out of her mouth, and her hand is trembling. Wei Shu says to Shione, after receiving those 3 attacks, both hands are broken, and internal organs are injured. Wei Shu just slammed her hand on the face of Shione, and she smashed into the ground. He puts his foot on the back of Shione. Blood is coming from the mouth of Shione. Vitality is emitting from the hand of Wei Shu Jie, and he loudly says to Shione, where did all that arrogance go? Does she think she's capable of being his opponent? Young Xiaoman gets angry, and she thinks he says, fucking shit. That's overboard. Jing to those barbarians. She will kill them. Wu Changming holds Xiaoman and says to her, don't get angry. Referee, hurry and stop them. Bai Ruoxin and Qingyi are standing behind. Qingyi holds the hand of Bai Ruoxin and says to her, stop her. Let's just surrender. Look how Shione is suffering. Bai Ruoxin remains silent. Han Su is watching the fight and says the idea of Wei Shu Jie letting go first was the best. He fights very coolly, lowering them around. A golden-haired student of Jingyi University holds his arm on the shoulder of Fang Wuxian and says to him, they should learn more from Brother Wei. Fang Wuxian says, Marshall University is way too arrogant. I clench my teeth, and I squeeze the water bottle in my hand. I said to myself, Wei Shu Jie's method isn't just injuring her severely, it's humiliation. Wei Shu Jie is grabbing Shione from her collar and holding her in the air. Wei Shu stretches his hand back to punch on Shione. Vitality is emitting from his hand. He says to him, surrender now. Shione utters an edit. Yang Xiaoman holds her hand over her mouth. I am looking at the fight, and I am squeezing the bottle. Shione loudly says, never. Shione hits a kick at the balls of Wei Shu Jie. Wei Shu Jie's eyes fell out. Wei Shu Jie is holding the collar of Shione, and his hand starts trembling. Shione appears to be standing on the ground, and she is trembling. Wei Shu Jie appears lying on the ground. He is trembling. Jin Bei announces, and Jin Wu surrenders. Shione falls to the ground. Jin Bei announces that the Marshall University wins. Someone loudly says, Shione, the doctors are taking Shione on a stretcher. Yang Xiaoman and Qingyi are running with the stretcher. I am looking at this. Wu Changming slams his hand on his palm and says, now it's his turn. I am standing in front of Shione, and I am looking at her injured face. Someone says, Shione. Shione appears to be lying on the bed, and she is wearing an oxygen mask on her mouth. Qingyi is sitting close to the bed of Shione. Yang Xiaoman is standing close to Shione's bed. She says, never mind about Wei Shu Jie. Underestimating people, but he had to be so cruel as well to injure Shione like this. His face, arms, and ribs are all injured. Shione is lying on the hospital bed. Qingyi holds the hand of Shione and says, Qingyi holds the hand of Shione and says, Shione, she knows that she is very strong, but just to prove that, is it really worth getting so injured for? Yang Xiaoman turns around and says, so damn Yang Xiaoman turns around and says, so damn evil. Qingyi is holding the broken hand of Shione and crying. Qingyi says to Shione that even if she lost, they had teammates who took win the losses back. But now that she's injured like this, cultivating the future might be harder. While wearing the oxygen mask, Shione looks at Qingyi and says to alright. Qingyi is crying and lower them. How can they let them do as they wish? Don't worry, we will get better. I am standing outside with my clenched hand, and I am Qingyi says to Shione, stop talking, just rest. I slammed my clenched hand against the door.
Naik-class na ako, ayoko na,
Shione knows
busog
that
na ako
she's weak, but she did everything she could to win. Jin Bei announces, and Jin Wu wins. I am standing close to the door of the Shione room. Yang Xiaoman comes out of the room. Xiao Lei is sitting on the seats outside in the corridor. Fu Changming comes and he screams. I look behind me. Stars appear on Fu Changming's face. He points at the back and says to Xiaoman, the big head up there is all him. I suspiciously said, big head? Yang Xiaoman wears her fighting black gloves and says, okay, she got it. Yang Xiaoman clenches her hand and suspiciously says this. Han Su appears. His half face is swollen and his one eye is closed. Yang Xiaoman starts laughing and she says to Han Su, it's really a big head. How bruised up his face is. It's so funny. Is he sure he's not going to seek medical help down the road? Han Su clenches his hands and makes a fighting posture. He says to Xiaoman, his bruised face doesn't mean government. It's only she, a female martial artist, who cares about how they look. Young Xiaoman says to Han Su, what about caring how they look? What's wrong with female martial artists? She doesn't have Jing Du's people also arrogant. Young Xiaoman starts running towards Han Su, loudly saying to him, let her teach him some manners today. They are both fighting on the same stage. He got to respect his opponent. She stretched her arm back, and vitality started emitting from her hand. She was going to attack Han Su. Young Xiaoman hits a punch on Han Su, but Han Su stops the punch with his hand and grabs her hand. Han Su stretches his other hand back and says to Xiaoman, alright, if there is no problem with sharing about the face again anyway. Han Su is going to grab her face and loudly saying to him, just claw her face like harder. Young Xiaoman looks at the hand of Han Su. She raises her arm in front of her face. Han Su grabs the arm of Young Xiaoman, and she looks at this. Han Su, with his bruised face, says to Young Xiaoman, she is now unable to move both of her hands, all because of trying to protect her face. Since she has reversed her arm bone, what is she going to do now? Young Xiaoman stretched her back to pick up the balls of Han Su with loudly saying, such nonsense. Han Su grabs the foot of Xiaoman between his legs. Han Su is grabbing both of the hands and the foot of Xiaoman between his legs. Xiaoman says to him, Han Su says to Young Xiaoman, the third move is pretty well practiced. This is the respect. Young Xiaoman hits her head with the head of Han Su. Han Su releases Young Xiaoman. He falls back and holds his head. Young Xiaoman also falls back. Young Xiaoman clenches her hand, and she's going to hit a punch on the face of Han Su. Han Su is holding his head. He looks at this. Han Su suddenly stabs a knife into the shoulder of Xiaoman. Blood comes out from the shoulder of Xiaoman, and she's shocked. Han Su is standing, stabbing a knife into the shoulder of Xiaoman. Blood is coming out from the shoulder of Xiaoman. She looks at this. Xiaoman says to herself, why did you pull the dagger so fast? Blood appears coming from the head of Han Su. He opens his eyes and says to Xiaoman, do you really think she has won? His speed and strength are all above her, and no matter what kind of move she uses, it won't work. With a dagger stabbing Yang Xiaoman's chest, she hits her head on the shoulder of Hansu. Hansu says to himself, repeat. Yang Xiaoman keeps hitting her head with the head of Hansu again and again. Yan Xiaoman's eyes turn white, and her head gets injured. Blood is coming out of her head. A big scar appears on the head of Hansu, and blood is coming out of it. Hansu utters, he's about to lose consciousness. Hansu is bending backwards. Yang Xiaoman is going to hit Hansu with a punch. Yang Xiaoman hits a punch on the head of Hansu with full force. He falls to the ground, and blood comes out of his head. Hansu falls far away outside the fighting arena. Hansu appears to be lying on the ground outside the fighting arena. Jinbei announces that the Martial University wins. Yang Xiaoman is standing with a dagger stabbing her shoulder. Blood is coming out of her head. The audience are cheering around Yang Xiaoman. Martial University won like that. Nice job, Martial University. Yang Xiaoman appears lying on the bed of the hospital with Shun. Yuya is lying on her bed. Jinichi is sitting close to Yang Xiaoman, holding her hand. Yang Xiaoman says to Yuichi, does she have a nerve? She won't get scars, right? Yuichi says to Yuichi, her left shoulder and left arm.
May 14,
Fu Changmin is sitting on the hospital bed with bandages all over his chest and arm. Yuya says to Fu Changmin, please lie down. He has a tornado. Endpoint says to Pen Chongmin, who's up next? Don't get injured. So I'm standing at the door, and I am looking at them. I said to myself, Martial University fought 3 rounds, and our members have all suffered big injuries. How did things become like this? Pen Chongmin is screaming heavily. His arms are folded backwards. Pen Chongmin falls to the ground. Bang Xiang is standing in front of Pen Chongmin. Jinbei announces that Martial University wins. Jinbei announces in a speaker's voice that Martial University's next member will come up on the stage. No one appears from the Martial University. The waiting area is empty. Jinbei announces that Martial University's next member, Bang King, come up on stage. The audience starts to explode confused. Where is Martial University? Bang Xiang slams his foot on the ground with the fighting arena and says, don't tell them they are afraid. Jinbei and Bang King please come up on stage. Xiona appears to be lying on the bed with a drip on her head. Fu Changmin is taking his medicine. Yang Xiaoman is sleeping on the bed. I am standing at the door, and I am looking at my injured teammates. I said to myself, Martial University's members got all injured just for victory, and as a captain, I purposely wasted cheap both to just try and become famous.
よくいただくので部屋に飾ってます。初めて見る花は気になりますね。世界がもっと検索できる Google アプリ。
Complaining for one bill, and became the backup, which caused the team members who went before me to get injured badly. I clenched my hand and said to myself, I held the thought of using the system for myself, so injuries are no problem. I asked myself, Bang King, this captain, am I happy to be one? Someone loudly calls my name, Bang King. I am standing at the door with my blade. Daiwashi passes behind me and says to me, what am I doing here? It's my turn to go up. I am sadly looking at my injured teammates. Daiwashi says to me, Jinwu University's last member is pretty strong. If I can't beat him, I have to save my energy and get to the final. I grabbed my glasses, and I said to my instructor Rashi. Daiwashi is standing behind me. I start walking outside, saying to Daiwashi, to protect the people close to you, sometimes you've got to do things by any means necessary, right? Shinichi is standing behind the door, close to the door, holding a medicine box. Shinichi looks at me. Bang Xiang is a red man. Bang Xiang is stretching his arms. He looks at me and says to me, isn't that the big red man Bang King who beat up the
Pandesal sa spaghetti.
Bang Xiao is standing in front of me, and he says to me, since that fight, everyone from Jing Martial University has wanted to fight with me, wanting to beat me and become really famous. His luck is so good. I said to Bang Xiang, stop talking nonsense. My eyes turned blue, and I said, stop. Bang Xiang raises both of his hands and starts running towards me. Bang Xiang comes in front of me in a blink of an eye. He jumps in the air. Vitality is emitting from his hand. He loudly says, sky regretting this. Bang Xiang hits a punch on me with a lot of vitality, but I move aside and dodge it. Bang Xiang looks at his clenched hand and suspiciously says to himself, how is this possible? That's when he knew he messed up. Daiwashi says, it seems that Bang King's hard work really paid off. Bang Xiang's attack, which contains around 80 keys, was easily deflected. Shinichi is standing behind Daiwashi. I said to Bang Wen, regretting this? It's a decent killer move, but I am stronger than him. Bang Xiang looks behind. My eyes turn red, and I start running towards Bang Xiang, loudly saying, move. I hit my blade 2 times on Bang Xiang in a cross manner, and a huge amount of vitality mixed from my blade. I loudly said, violent blood second combo. Bang Xiang is stopping my violent blood second combo attack by putting his arms in front of him in a cross manner. Blood is coming from his arms. Bang Xiang says to himself, one blade is about 100 sheep. Bang King actually turned this into an ultimate move. I am standing with my blade, and I am running. Bang Xiang is lying on the ground. His arm guards are ripped off, and blood is coming out of his arms. He says to Buck. A notification appears. I recover my chi. I hit a violent blood second combo on Bang Xiang. Daiwashi appears standing in the tank and holding a book in her hands. They're watching the fight. Daiwashi says that ultimate moves are named ultimate moves because they are the strongest moves that exhaust everything a martial artist has. But for Bang King, he can somehow keep on using his ultimate move. King remains silent and says, if one can keep using the ultimate move, can it still be called the ultimate move? A guy wearing a black shirt standing behind raises his hand and loudly says, next one, Bang King, beat Jing Martial University. Shinichi thinks in her mind, this is her first time seeing Bang King using all his strength. He's venting out anger for Shiomi and the others. A guy wearing a black shirt appears behind Shinichi. He's cheering me. And he loudly, a guy wearing a black shirt appears behind Shinichi. He's cheering me. And he loudly says, Bang King is unstoppable. Another guy appears behind the black shirt guy, and he says the third kill has been eaten. I'm standing in front of Bang Xiang. Bang Xiang is sitting on his knees. So many stars appear on Bang Xiang's face. He's trembling. His arm guards are ripped off, and huge cuts appear on his arms. I raise my blade, and I said to Bang, what? He's still thinking he's pretty lucky now. Fong Xian looks at me and thinks in his mind, are you still coming? I stretched back my leg. I stretched my foot back, and I said to Fong Xian, each member from Marshall University thinks that if they are strong, they can just wait. I stretched back my leg. I stretched my foot back, and I said to Fong Xian, each member from Marshall University thinks that if they are stronger, they can just bully others. Now my team members have all been injured by them, and as their captain, I can't swallow this anger. I said, violent raging blade. My eyes turned red. A huge amount of vitality lit from my leg, and I hit the blade on Fong Xian 2 times in a cross manner. Fong Xian clenches his teeth, and he is again stopping my violence. Raging blade attack by putting both arms in front of his face. A lot of blood comes out of Fong Xian's arm. Fong Xian is lying on the ground. Blood is coming from his mouth and head, and pieces of his arm guard are also lying on the ground. I said, my last pill, eating. Fong Xian is lying on the ground, and I am standing close to him. I am eating my pill. I said to Fong with just looked for the pill. I am holding the pill bottle in my hand, and I gulp down the pill. Fong Xian is lying on the ground. A lot of blood appears to be coming from his body. He raises his hand and says, referee, he surrenders. Referee Jinbei appears in the fighting arena, and he says, Marshall University wins. The second round of the competition is finished. Rashi appears to be silent. I am speechless. I clench my teeth. I get angry, and I loudly say to Fong Xian, after I already ate my pill, he actually surrendered? Compensate my pills. Jinbei is stopping me. He holds me by the neck and says to me, the opponent surrendered. I can't fight anymore. I loudly said to Fong Xian, are you right? If I see him again, he will be dead for sure, and I will get back my compensation for this pill. Today is January 13th, and this is the Martial Arts University Gymnasium. The National Freshman Martial Arts Competition is ongoing. Tang Feng is holding a book in his hand. He is looking at the book, and Tang Feng is holding a book in his hand. He is looking at the book and saying, Jing Martial University won against the Martial Alliance in the semifinals. Their opponent in the finals is Jing Wu University. Zhao Lei stands up from the bench, saying, he is ready. Tang Feng says that now he will announce the lineup. Tang Feng calls Jing Ichi. Jing Ichi nervously says to Jing Ichi nervously says to himself, do I have to go up? Tang Feng says, Li Zhao Su Su Tai, Zhao Lei, and Fan Ping is pressured. Zhao Lei gets astonished after hearing his name. I said to Zhao Lei, let the reserve member go first. What if they get injured like before? Zhao Lei says, from what he sees, the school wants to train every student. Zhao Lei says that from the past fights, Jing Wu University soldiers are all injured and are about to be defeated. Zhao Lei is sitting on the bench with his face in his hands. Zhao Lei says to me that Martial University still has me in as trump card, which means no matter how the reserve members do, Jing Martial University will be completely annihilated by us. Yang Xiaoman is standing with Jing Ichi and motivating him. Ken Songping is standing behind Zhao Lei tells me that Lei Zhao Su and Su I have a strength of grade 1 of the division, although Jing Ichi, Blood Chi, and Grade are pretty decent. But because she is weak and needs to fight, which might cause her to automatically surrender, he is going upstage before me. Zhao Lei happily says to me that once he goes up on stage, he won't leave any opponent from a string free. I am sitting with Zhao Lei on the bench, and I am worried about what Zhao Lei is saying. Jinbei announces that the next match is Martial University's Jing Ichi versus Jing Martial University Hansu. Can both of the team members come up on stage? Jing Ichi is walking towards the fighting arena. She is nervous. I am sitting on the bench behind Jing Ichi. Zhao Lei stands up from the bench and starts stretching his arms, saying, it's about his turn now. Jing Ichi is standing in front of Hansu in the fighting arena. Hansu raises his hand towards Jing Ichi and says to her, heard rumors about him. Her grandpa is Jingnan Martial University's principal, grade 7 Grandmaster realm, and has given her a lot of learning resources since childhood. Little Jing Ichi appears to be sitting on the lap of her grandfather, holding her pink teddy bear. Grandpa is telling her a story. Hansu says to Jing he thinks all of those resources have been wasted on her, since she not only has a weak personality, but also doesn't like to fight. Hansu says to Jing Ichi that she is not the material to be a martial artist.
Kain na rin kayo.
Jing Ichi calls the name of Silicon Su in a suspicious manner. Jing Ichi calmly says to Hansu, his internal organ
Thank
danger.
you.
She thinks it's better to hurry and heal those injuries. It is important to recuperate his body. Fu Chun gets shot. His mouth is still open. He holds his head and says,